Hello and welcome back. This is day 314 of streaming every single day and our 61st art stream. Today I'm actually unsure what we're going to start with drawing, but I have kind of a general idea, typically just like anime style humans probably. Maybe XIV stuff, I'm not sure yet. Hello Elfin, I hope you're well today. Let's see here. Get our emotes out. I need to add the other one I made too. Forgot about that. I keep forgetting about the zero bark emoji, even though, he does it, like, almost every stream lately. What should we start with? I was even thinking, like, maybe, like, a Pokemon warm-up or something. Drawing a Pokemon. I had an idea just a second ago, but I guess it's gone now. Hmm. Do you have any suggestion, Elfin? Hmm. Oh, and I just noticed too. Thank you so much for the follow, UKXIV. I'm sure you probably followed when I was, not streaming, probably? I like to call out even people who follow off stream, if that's okay. Okay, maybe I'll draw more Alfie stuff. I've been seeing a lot of different, like, art techniques lately, but I'm just unsure how to execute them all. I'll just draw Alfie. Or practice, because I really need a lot of practice, art practice in general, for, my VTube model. I really want to look the best that I can get it, because I just want to be happy with it. I think, even if it's not going to be perfect, like, in any way, obviously, but I think if I can get it to a point that I like it, then I'm going to be happy. And I see that my pen is doing that thing today. Oh, my proportions are off for sure. I think drawing something easy would be helpful. Hmm. Okay, I have an idea. Maybe. Okay, this might be nice. Okay, this would be really funny if I was bad at drawing this as well. When I finish watching the anime, I want to do like a cute little photo of my favorite characters together. I think that'd be pretty cool. I want to do it for like every anime that I finish. Technically, I think I could already do one for Hunter x Hunter, but there's still more to the anime, if that makes sense, so I don't want to do one yet. Or more to the manga, I mean. More to the story. I have a reference up in the other tab, so sorry if I can't see chat. Oh, it does go all the way. I want to make it round enough. Like that, yeah. That's better. Ah! The pen is kind of having a mind of its own right now, so... I have the proportions off. Okay, I think that's slightly better. There's a more pointy shape to it. So even in this one, it has kind of a more of a pointy shape up here. Can you remove this line here real quick? And fix it after. I can kind of see it now, that makes sense. That's more like it. More close. I'm not doing the exact perspective. So I should be fine to change it a little bit like this. How do we get this shape? Something like that? Um... No, I want it to be like, yeah, kind of like that. I just realized the face was not circle enough. And it's actually kind of driving me nuts now, so I'm gonna try to fix that here. I think it would help a little bit with the visual discrepancy. Okay. Trying to picture what this looked like. Man, it's so hard to do like a crossed arms pose. Let me fix this part right here. I feel like he has a little bit of shoulder thing going on here, but maybe not as much. Maybe more like that. A steeper incline. Oh, I forgot to take the rest of the hand. Like up to about here. No! This, yes. Much better. Oh, I see what's going on here now. That's exactly where it was, wasn't it? I'm gonna change this just a little bit. Zoom in. No. Okay. I think I made the elbow too sharp here. His arms are also aren't that big, I feel like. A little bit smaller. Perhaps more like this. No. Okay, I was trying to line it up with this part here, but I guess it wasn't going to be perfect anyways. Okay, I think this is already somewhat better. Pretty sure it's really thin right about here. really big legs. Even accurate? I feel like I'd have to make this part bigger here. Possibly shrink down some of this part. Picturing kind of hovered, angling his legs differently. Close. I think it's close. But for the pose I'm going for, I think I need to change some things. Perhaps I'll use this in the final portrait I do. I wonder if it's long enough. Its tail is not shown very often, it seems. Very thin. Very thin tail. I want to make it accurate. I had to flip it upside down and do this. That part. It looks like they connect on the back. The wings. Like below the shoulder blades, possibly? Wings aren't too big, but I want to be able to express them in a normal kind of size, I guess. Seems like the shape kind of varies too. Hmm. I think I have too much of an incline in this. The wings. Feathers, specifically. More like this, I think. It's not out enough, maybe. I wanted to include like the little swirl part, but I don't think you see that as much in this pose. Perhaps? Oh. Slightly better. So if it's like this, the other one would be like this, right? Well, kind of. Try to picture it properly. For how far out I have the wings pulled back, they would be showing, but... Hmm. Let me do this first. I'm just drop more stylized, I think, from here. Also, I'm gonna do this part before I close the reference. Because I'd like to get this part more accurate, I guess. If I can. Looks very fluffy. Sorry if you guys hear a zero barking. It's a little bit stylized, but that's good enough, I suppose. Hello, Rio. I hope you're well today. Really? Now he's like right outside my door barking. I know it's not exactly 100% accurate, but we tried. We tried, guys. We tried. I need to fix this wing, though. It's really driving me nuts. It's driving me crazy. I think this one, too, is kind of off, which kind of stinks, because I confirmed it in this position. Now it's gonna be a little bit hard to deal with here. I need to... I think that works. Yeah. That's better, but now I have to edit some things about it. No! My pen is doing it again. It's like every time it gets close to the tablet, right there, it just goes off like... I shouldn't be doing that, but it's doing that for some reason. Oh my. This is quite the hand workout today. It's always the, Control-Zing that gets me. I feel like this one's messing me up because of this perspective I chose for this. This is the hard part, though. I just want to get this part right. You wouldn't really see it, though, would you? You don't really see it, I feel like. It was a closed circle that they did. It was a closed circle. Might need that reference again in a second. I feel like I'm gonna get the eyes and mouth wrong. Just something funny like that. Yeah, they're really small. The nose isn't even that big. Oops. Not that small either, though. Perfect. Tiny nose and very spaced out eyes. Kind of picture that one expression he had. I don't know if that's proportional. Something like this? I feel like it was the author's way of talking through a character. I probably got it really butchered, but I think I need to move it lower. I think that's closer. This little guy. Okay, we got our first little doodle done today. Forgot this is all in one layer. I don't usually do that. What should we doodle next? See, I wanted to do Alfie earlier, but I just feel like I'm really struggling with people right now. Especially hands, for whatever reason. It's like I have days when I can draw them and have days when I can't. I also don't do any like the structuring techniques that people usually do, which kind of sets me off on a bad foot, but I don't know if you'd even see the ear in that from that angle. This is more accurate to Lalafell Alfie, by the way. I really like to figure out like eyelashes and stuff. Because I feel like I stink at drawing them. I'll stick to this right here, but then I'm going to do a different shine, because we can't do the one top corner like I usually do. Might be more accurate to do this. Slightly more accurate, maybe? Hmm. think that's at least more close to her eye shape. I'm happy for that. So now if I just extend this shape, or actually, let me separate these layers real quick. Oh wait, I forgot some of the important parts. Okay, I can start to see something now. But I do realize her eyes are a little bit close. Even in this example. This one's a little bit too big. I think that's more accurate. I'm gonna turn this one more clear, visible here, and then try to envision older version. I don't want to give her too much of a pronounced chin, I guess. Slightly more like this, I think. I think I like this better. Just need to fill in that gap now. Also, I will be right back. I think I do have a BRB. Yeah, okay, I do. For now, I want to get like a full-on BRB screen for you guys, 'cause I think that'd be much better. Yeah, better indicator too. Okay, be right back. Okay, we are back. Take that off. Yeah. That's what I was saying though. I'd like to be able to do like an actual BRB screen. I think that would be much more helpful as an indicator for all of you. Oh, this was not picking up. I feel like this is so much harder to do a facial expression from this kind of style, though. Hmm. Okay, I think I see part of the problem is I'm doing a different angle for the face and the eyes. This eye should be a little bit more different. Should have a different kind of look to it. So I'm gonna take from this one, copy and paste. I should have copy and pasted both of them actually. So let's do that real quick. Copy and paste both of them. And then we're going to hide this layer and change this eye right here. I just want to see what it would look like if we change the perspective of it a little bit. I'm gonna need to like mess around with this a little bit. Don't want that pose though. Something more like that, I think. I need it to be bigger now. Slightly different, but I think it's slightly better for the pose we're going for. Okay, that was much better, actually, than this one. That's kind of insane. I'm gonna take this one and put it with the one below now, and we're gonna turn this one back on, and... There we go. It's better. See, I don't want her to be completely, like, elf or anything. I think her ear should have a little bit of, like, a kind of point to it, but she's not, like, full-on elf. If you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to picture this. Oh, maybe more like this, actually. I realize. I kind of stink at drawing ears, though. Looks more like a goblin ear, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have another idea. I noticed something else. Okay, that's slightly better, I think. I can't see the before and after, but... I have to picture this hair here now. I'm trying to picture one of the styles we did the other day without looking at it, so as to hope that maybe I'll inspire a new look, a new hair type. So I wasn't 100% happy with the way the other one turned out. I want the look of it flowing freely, the hair. Um, I think if I just kind of do it more nonchalantly, I'll actually end up with what I'm trying to go for. They should connect at the same point, though. Even if they twist a little bit. That's kind of what makes hair fun to draw. At least for me. I find it more fun to draw when it twists. I think we nailed the one strand, but I would like to redo this one. Uh, Probably not going to erase what was inside the other one yet until we fix this one. Okay, I will say I think that looks significantly better. I can start erasing some of these parts now. So then we can properly attach them like this. Remove the intersecting parts like that. Since I am a coward and I don't want to have to redo my lines again, I am putting this on a different layer. That is why I am putting it on a different layer. I feel like I stink at this part of drawing here though. It should be its own part here. I know I mentioned it in one of the last art streams we did that I would like to be able to be able to see the eyes of the character. This is why I'm trying to avoid too long of bangs in the front. I think I also need to do this part to add the rest of the head for further reference. Okay, I'd say that's better than what I had before. Because now we can get more of an idea of where the hair will sit on the head. Picturing right about here-ish. For the start of the bangs. I think it's fine to have like parts of the outside that are longer, but having longer bangs towards the middle part is where it would be detrimental to the design. Remove this one while I can. Just trying to think of how to make like wispy bangs that are short. Short wispy bangs. I don't want to do like the generic, just like, no, it's not good. Not for Alfie. I don't want this to be affecting her expression at all. I don't mind something longer in the middle like this, but a lot of my characters already have something like this, so I just wouldn't want to repeat the same kind of design too many times, if that makes sense. This is gonna be interesting. I don't want to like do the same kind of like shape either of the hairs. Essentially, I'm gonna be cutting off this part right here. See where that brings us. I kind of want to have the same, or similar kind of hairstyle to the way Alfie has it in Final Fantasy XIV. But without being the same hairstyle. Just something keeping a similar shape, if that makes any sense. Thinking something like this. At most, I could be able to cover the eye just barely. I feel like she looks more like a woodland elf with this hairstyle. That's what that is right here. I want to like do this so I can see. Okay, so that was... Okay, I see it now. It looks a little bit less natural when I don't draw it the other way that I was drawing it. Like free flowing. This will definitely be changing a little bit. This is just a good general idea though. I need something over here still, so probably fill it in with another one of these. Kind of like the curly look though too. I'll make sure the definition is there when I go to color it too. I think the best part though is we should have like a, not ricochet, but what is it called? Like recoil. Recoiling hair. This is very hard because I don't want to overdo the other one. So let me turn this one off real quick so we can see what we're doing here. I think the issue is that it was getting in the same spot consecutively as the other one. This is the kind of ricochet I was picturing. Something more like this, something wispy and long here. Then we can cut back on this part right here. And then this part. Okay, that's better. Let me see what's going on here real quick. I think this one twists here. And does its own thing. And clashes with this one in a nice way, I think. I just might have to rework the other hairs that we had. Possibly make them longer or maybe shorter. It's a little bit of a different hair texture than I was picturing for Alfie, but I actually like it a lot. Wonder if I'll end up sticking with it. Okay, it's not that bad when I put it over the other ones, but it is a little bit crazy. I have to hide the other layers when I do the back of the hair too. Okay, I'm gonna fade this one a little bit. I should probably fade the other ones as well. A little bit. More so these ones, but not the other ones. Sorry for the barking dog in the background. I think Zero wants to remind me that I need to make that emote. Or to submit the emote for our Twitch. Yeah, I was about to explain that I'd like to kind of make some of these hair pieces kind of like distinguishable. And so that could be put into like different styles. I think that'd be nice to be able to put it into different styles and still kind of retain the same kind of appearance. I don't want it to be exactly the same on both sides, but I kind of do. Just for remembering the character easier. Oops. Something like this, I think. Okay, so I'm definitely picturing something along the lines of this. Might want a middle part, though. Okay, that would be interesting. Let me do this real quick, and then I'm gonna imagine a layer between that. What if the layer between was the one that had the ponytails? Might look cursed. That's why we're here, to try it. Not confirm it, but to try it. I think it kind of goes against the way hair kind of works, though. It's my only thing. And turn off the back layer too. I don't want to make too many stray hairs here. This is gonna be a nightmare to pick out each hair here. Especially because we have some, like, conflicting here. That makes it more confusing. Oop, that might be, yeah, no. After this stream, though, I do have to go get something to eat. Cute. Hey, thank you, thank you. It's like a reimagining of Alfina. Slightly different, or actually not slightly different, an extremely different style than I usually draw in. It's just kind of how it came to me today. The way that I'm drawing the hair is what makes it confusing. Even for me to follow along. That's why I have to go back and fix things, like, this part here. Could have made that part behind or above, but we did it that way. I'd like to do this part kind of out here. Okay. Got a little bit of more here left to go. We're gonna have a normal strand here. It's just gonna act as like the main body of hair. So it's not too stringy. I'd like to flow kind of this way though. Past this one. Like into this one right here, yeah. Kind of like what we did for the bangs, so we made it a little bit more full. Because I don't want it to have no actual, like, sense of depth or anything. Or, yeah, just being more full. Might change this later, but once we have the basis down, I think we'll probably end the stream here. So I'm going to do this part here, and then... Oh, I never finished this one right here. This strand. Oh wait, I did, okay. Okay, we can do a little bit of something like that to make this one more full, and then I'll probably end up revamping the one on the left. I don't really like all the stray things over here after looking at it again. I think it kind of just takes away from it rather than building up on it. And once we're done with this one... Okay, I see what I can do with this one. I just don't want it to be too repetitive. So I'm trying to curve them different ways. I'll start with this down here, and then we're gonna... There we go, a little bit better. Okay. I don't think I really finished whatever that strand was right there. I'm gonna follow it back to the top. Also want to hide the head layer, wherever that is, right there. So I can figure out what strands are where. Okay, a little bit better. This hair here, though, I'll close out this spot here. And then just have the other one in front of that one. Yeah, okay, that's better. Just to make known what our intentions were with this already. I think that'll be good. It'll set us on a good footing when we pick up again. This spot I'm not sure about, but I guess I'll leave it like that for now. Just want to try to express this part real quick. A curve here. I really wanted to do that Final Fantasy stream again today, but I heard people were getting kicked out very consistently, so I couldn't play. Oh, wait a second. Okay. This one right here can serve as this one, then. If we make it less stiff, I think. So perhaps I should connect it from this spot instead, then? Especially if we're going to make it above all these other strands. Oh, my hand is so stiff right now. This part goes up. And then into here. This is why I don't see a real purpose to have, like, this up here. Because it kind of just... makes it hard to see, I guess. I'd like it to actually work properly, the kind of thing I'm envisioning, like how it worked on the left one. But I think that means I'd have to start every piece as its own strand on this one. For some reason I'm really struggling with right now. But again, I don't want it to be too confusing either. So I think that's probably okay then. I believe that was all the layers we had for this one. Yeah, I just didn't do the eyebrows. Which is going to be the biggest part of showing expression. I wasn't just gonna do like such a basic shape, but I guess this is what we're coming up with right now. Try to follow what I'm picturing to be the brow, where your eyebrow actually sits on. I think that's better. Alright though, so today we do, Kero from Cardcaptor Sakura, and a kind of like light sketch of Alfie in a different style. This is definitely not going to be the end type of quality though, because I'm not sure if I like the style or not. Maybe once I get everything colored and layered properly, then it would look nice. But I will probably post that later when I actually finish it, which probably won't be today, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This was day 314 of streaming every single day and our 61st art stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!